But all right, great. So we're done. Yeah, that's it for nerd news. And we're gonna we're gonna climax now, Adnan, to Act 3,
Well,
like Bayonetta, a little climax. Anyway, we're gonna like when she does her combos. We're gonna climax to our final segment of the show. With our topic of the week. So, interesting topic. This is something we've been holding out for a while to cover, and given the news that came out last week in regards to Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions, we wanted to talk about this question. What should Hideo Kojima's next game be? Because we're at that critical point where we know he's developing something for Sony via Kojima Productions, and they're going to announce it sometime. Maybe this year. I would think, but this is the only point we get to speculate before it's announced. So I think I know Adnan's general answer. Are we both in agreement? Just something PT like?
my dream is that Hideo Kojima's Hall of getting inducted in the Hall of Fame at the Dice Awards. Guillermo del Toro goes up on stage, presents him with the award, and then just like a massive screen drops down. It just says "Quiet Mountains," coming 2019.
Quiet Mountains, and it's actually quiet, peeking behind a mountain.
Running
She's
on
the star of the game.
running on the polar bear engine.
The polar bear. I would be so
Norman
down.
Reedus dressed up in like his little hut coat with his coat, and there's just a polar bear in the background.
No, dude, seriously though, like I would love, I just get PT and I don't know, name it QT. I don't know, like just get it. Yeah, Q-tip. Just get that idea. That's because PT was very I know it was a teaser, but the concept of that game, it felt very unsilent. Silent Hills in general felt so unique, like it was almost like Silent Hill in name only. But
I've said that a million times. If you could chop off the end of it, no one knows Silent Hills.
Exactly.
It's just combined with the name because it was at the end of it.
Right. Yeah. Like I think, dude, like seriously, do that. Like get Silent Hill, like, or what your ideas were. You have Sony backing you up. You have your own company now. You're free. Like Guillermo says he wants to work with Kojima perhaps in the future. Norman Reedus has been saying, I fucking want to do this. Like, do it. Like, no one, come on, do it. Come on, we're here. Make the game. Seriously, like, make it. I think, but I do agree with you, man. I think horror is where Kojima should go next. Like, PT was such a unique take on horror. You know what it was, man? That game is a game I still think about to this day. It was so fucking scary. It was so like well crafted, and the way it was revealed at Sony's conference, like how they didn't straight up say it was a Kojima, and then as you played it, like no guide was released. You just tried to figure it out, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Holy fuck! This is a playable teaser." That's what PT stands for, and it's Kojima and Guillermo and fucking the dude from Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like all these thoughts are going through your head, and so I think that should be the next route: horror in some form or another.
In my sense, yes, I'd love to see a horror game of Hideo Kojima. Financially, I don't think that'll be the case. I don't think Sony are going to really support a horror game, especially with what. Because the thing is that we don't really know. This is just in the earliest stages imaginable.
Right.
Of what his game is, because there's only 4 people working at Kojima Studios right now.
Yeah. Can we name them? It's Hideo Kojima, Yoshi Shinkawa, and who are the other people? What
Kenichiro Inzamuni or something like that. I can't remember his exact name. He's a Kojima Productions producer. I think it's actually the 3 of them, maybe.
Yeah, no, I think there's a 4th one. We just forgot. Ken was one of them, and I forgot the 4th one too. We did a fucking news entry, I think, like 3 weeks ago, and I can't remember it though.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact person. So, like, it is just them in a room probably somewhere right now, setting up fucking station,
eating, taking pictures of Kojima's food for Twitter, and
they're getting ready for that. He always tweets like "Good morning" now. For like the last couple of weeks, it makes me really happy because it's just the fact that he's back on social media.
Yeah,
and they obliterated him. Konami a couple last year. It's just like you didn't see anything. Now he just like tweets up. He's like, "Good morning." It's like these are my film recommendations. It's just like it's really really cool to see him just on Twitter again, which is like thing. But that's the thing though. I think Sony might not want a horror game from him. In terms of budget, in terms of how many people they want, blah blah blah, because it's going to be like one of those things where they want some kind of investment back on it. Hopefully, do you know what? Like, this is a weird thing though. I want him to move away from the mechs. Unfortunately, I have to say that, but I just would want him to move away from anything like mech kind of like thing and androids and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd love not even taking the horror thing, but kind of like taming it down, making a crime thriller.
A crime thriller? That would be cool. I mean,
yeah.
That would be really cool.
Almost 50 noir and kind of use his filters. Because, like, he wanted a filter on MGS5, Ground Zeroes.
Yeah. I
like,
mean...
He wanted an 80s filter on that. And it was just, like, one of those things where it's like he couldn't really do it because there was limitations on it. But, like, he just kind of strikes me as a guy who'd be really imaginative with something like that. Put a filter all over it and make it, like, one of the most intriguing games of, like, the last decade or so. Just to be kind of like a pure crime thriller. Not like, in LA Noire sense. But, like... embedding almost like a Silent Hill kind of like vibe and feel and atmosphere about it as well. That's what I'd like to see from him. Like, personally speaking, above the horror thing, I think that'd be very interesting for him to kind of like even tackle, because I think he could do a really, really interesting job, even if it was like bad somehow. If you were divided it bad, like I think it'd just be very intriguing to see what he would do, like a crime thriller kind of game where it's like set in that kind of thing.
Dude, no, seriously, I think that's a great idea. I think he could totally do that. He's already done kind of, sort of, a crime game with a Snatcher. I mean, I mean, technically that was like a sci-fi punk future, you know what I mean? But like doing like a 1950s, like where it's a guy, sitting in the office, like she walked in, her legs,
Booker DeWitt style.
tastier than a milkshake. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? Like how they always talked really weird.
You could narrate this game.
Yeah, like she walked in and looked in my eyes, like Humphrey Bogart, like just so fucking cool, Like Kojima could totally do that, and he loves film so much, and using like and he would probably make it a black and white game. He would totally do that, and add like a filter, like you were saying, like add a filter to it to make it look like film.
This is why I'd love for this is why I'd love for him to make something like just like that out of the blue. Because he's just the kind of developer who really just doesn't stop at something.
Yeah,
and he'll think out the box. He'll be imaginative. He'll, tackle things where people are like, "Don't do that." And it's just like, no, I'm going to try this because it might even, it might make something a bit more mystique about the game. It's like the on Ground Zeroes when you get shot and stuff, like you get cigarette burns on the screen.
Yeah,
it's a really cool touch to pick up in it. Like, he has so much details with games like that. Twisted Mind. I can't wait for him to screw it off and just like pop out the ideas.
Yeah,
and I think for me.
And also going to say, and also not to be pressured anymore to make fucking Metal Gear. That must be great for him, It
is, but I probably think it'll be his biggest fear when he's making this game as well. I feel like the expectations are overwhelming beyond belief.
Yeah, that is true. That's hard,
I don't think even it's bad for him to be associated with just Metal Gear, because Metal Gear, as I've said a million times, is an evolution of a series. Yeah. It breaks genres, it defines games. It's an evolution of a series in terms of gameplay, visual, story. It does something differently where it kind of like reinvents itself every single time. That's what is so brilliant about it. It's why I could keep going back to it and never get bored of the story or anything else about it. It's just so detailed and so well thought out and executed. I just think that, he'll kind of like, I think like for me was like the best thing is that he has Ken there, he also has Yoji there, Yoji and Kojima go hand in hand for what they are, and you're going to have that really trademark, distinct, unique artwork coming back for another game. But yeah, I'm really excited, I'm really, really excited. We won't hit anything for a while. I think I'm going to make a bold prediction, whenever this game's announced, and I'll probably say, or shown, and maybe I'm going to say 2017, like a very first teaser.
Oh, so this year E3, you don't think anything will be shown? Not even like a what is it, like one of those video trailer? Yeah, concept trailer or anything. I mean, I
think there'll be videos along the lines where they show Kojima Productions getting set back up.
Right.
And I think Kojima Station might return in a more, in a reinvented style. I don't think they'll be ready though, because again, as I said, there's like probably 4 people there in a room. There's only just them at the minute. I'd probably say they're very much on the fringe of like preparing to announce it. It'll be a big grand thing. Like it'll be 2017 PlayStation Experience announcement, or even better would be Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
He's always had a
Yeah, E3
good.
I think is too soon. Especially like, we're joking and but it's truthful that it's just four dudes in a room right now. And like, aside from conceptualizing and coming up, like he hasn't been able to do jack crap, man, since he was under that contract, and now finally, he's going forward and he could do it. So yeah, I mean, literally, if he were to make any announcements at E3, it would be so boring because it would just be him literally walking on stage and showing the title, of the game, like the logo of the game with a brief description and maybe some concept art.
It will
And it would be so underwhelming.
just put it this way: it's Hideo Kojima. It's his new game. It will be the blockbuster of any. It'll be the main event of any event. So whatever Sony's going to plan it for, it'll be.
Yeah.
They'll plan it pre-advanced. Be like that'll be the main event of E3. That'll be the main event of PSX of Paris Games Week or something. They'll have it planned out.
Yeah.
And that'll be the big announcement because they know they can track it. Because you obviously knew he was going to be the big surprise at PSX.
Right. Well, that's
Like,
what they wanted, yeah.
Yeah, and you probably expected because that's why you'd go to the Game Awards for Keeley's event, and then you'd go to PSX, and they'd probably have him come out on the end and announce that partnership instead of doing that video.
Yeah.
But Andrew Ryan's really giving the eyes. Like, he's like sitting there in his chest, stroking his beard, like, I've got it.
He spoke. By the way, I know we mentioned this already, but he spoke exquisite Japanese.
So good.
By the way,
So good. It surprised me that.
Yeah,
I was really, really surprised. Like, it makes sense because he is, working for one of the biggest Japanese manufacturers in the world. But it just kind of catch me off guard because you just never expected it from him.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's kind of that thought that's almost deeply embedded in your head. You just can't really, start to think about it yet.
Yeah.
But I think like one of the things that I really wouldn't want to see VR embedded in it too much. I think like maybe if you put some kind of like aspect into it, yes, it'd be interesting. But I don't really want it to be a VR title.
Yeah, no, it's not. They're gonna make it accessible to everyone because that's his first game. Like maybe somewhere down the line he might consider adding a VR mode. Kojima's the kind that would like wait and see how things work. Like when the Wii U came out, he didn't make anything for Wii U. I think he's over that because remember when 3DS came out and he immediately jumped on it because of like 3D and portability, and really all he made was Snake Eater 3D, and then But dude, I do agree with you though. I think whatever Kojima's next game is, it's definitely going to be, I think, PlayStation Experience this year, the earliest. Because at that point, he would have had time to get his company up and running, have the concept of the game ready, maybe even start writing the game, and then he could make like maybe a concept video to show off so that people know, hey, this is a game that's probably not going to come out until 2018, but here's the preview. Because it's going to be a while until that game comes out.
Definitely. It's going to be seen for a while.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, I really liked your, horror. I think would be great. I think your idea of a 1950s crime thriller would be fucking phenomenal. I would love to see that.
I just want to go back to the war. I love the period near the war.
The wall.
The war, the war, Chris. We're not talking about
the war. I thought you said the wall. I'm like, you mean near the muddy way?
Those White Walkers. Fucking Garrett Tuttle's there. I'm defending the wall, guys.
somewhere near the muddy way.
Way.
If you take the muddy way, you'll reach the wall. It's great. Let me tell you.
No, anything relating back to World War II and kind of post World War II, like in the sense up to 1960, is very interesting. I feel like some of the games, I just like. Honestly, some developers just don't listen because like outcry for like a World War II shooter, you just make a fortune. You just want people want it. There's nothing in the market to even compete with it either.
Yeah, but no, that'd be great too. I think we'll have to. I mean, it sucks that we have to wait and see, but we wanted to cover this topic so that we can say at the end, oh, I guess we'll wait and see because we really don't know what the hell is gonna, what's gonna happen. But all right, I guess that'll wrap up our show. I want to see that she came in, her legs sweeter than a milkshake. I want to see that, damn it, But all right, guys, that's it for this week's episode. Don't forget to follow the Gamer Headline Show on Twitter at TGH Show, and like our official Facebook page, The Gamer Headlines Show, for up-to-date episodes from Gamer Headlines' official podcast. Also, The Gamer Headlines Show can be found on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, and of course, right here at GamerHeadlines.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next week.
See you later.